A sombrero is a traditional Mexican hat with a wide brim that is worn by workers, middle and upper class people, and during celebrations. The sombrero was created in the early history of the Mexican culture. The exact origins of the sombrero are unknown and is still being debated today. The wide-brimmed hat was utilized for protection from the sun since the 13th century, where horse riders used these hats to protect themselves from the Mongolian sun. In the 15th century, wide-brimmed hats ended up being used throughout Spain. However, it is said that the true origins of the sombrero were based on the Cordovan hat, a wide-brimmed hat worn in Andalusia. Specifically, the sombrero may have come from the Jaliscan capital city of Guadalajara or created somewhere else by mestizos. Either way, the sombrero was created to provide protection against the strong sun, something these people faced during an entire year. Sombrero means shade makers, and were historically used by every class within the Mexican culture. In addition, it has associations to Cinco de Mayo, a day of observance to indicate the victory of the Mexican army over the forces of Napoleonic France. There are many different types of sombreros, but one that was used by workers are conical, with a top that can be either rounded or dented. They usually have a strap beneath the hat for security, as well as the brim being slightly upturned at the edge. They can also reflect the social and economic status of the wearer. Sombreros made from straw and with a narrow brim were made for workers, keeping them cool and was easy to produce. Sombreros that were made from felt, decorated with colors, patterns, golden fibers, and such, were for people of high class and status. The sombrero has been culturally appropriated and used to stereotype Mexicans and Mexican Americans. But in reality, sombreros were important in the everyday lives of Mexicans and used by every class within the Mexican culture. The sombrero has such a rich history that spans centuries and is an important symbol of Mexican culture.